and leave no one behind. As our Secretary General of the UN said, it is about leaving no one behind. And so it's about leaving no country behind, no community behind, but most of all, not leaving women and girls behind. So we very much want, and I know that President Xi has also the gender equality and women's empowerment vision, which he set out 2 years ago at the summit, again another historic summit. In fact, that was really something that UN Women and President Xi jointly co-hosted, where we had almost 70 heads of state and government committing to gender equality. So that's what we very much hope to, that the One Belt, One Road project will be fused with the gender equality project and taken forward. Both will progress and benefit from that fusion. I think it is important that in each project that is undertaken, if it's an infrastructure project, if it's a connectivity project, you know, including ICT and technology connectivity, every project that, and yesterday we also saw some examples of different kinds of project, education project, port infrastructure project, industrial belt, you know, industrial city project. So we saw different examples of projects that are linking the different countries, and at the same time they are empowering those countries and their people. But we must have a specific gender dimension and gender perspective built into each of these projects going forward. And I think China shows by example that if you had not tapped through your educational parity, you know, one of your biggest achievements is that you have achieved parity in primary, secondary and higher education and tertiary education. And that has meant a big leap also in your labor force participation, formal labor force participation. It's one of the highest in the world, 72%. Your economic miracle is attributable to that, and it would not have been possible without that. Apart from this One Belt, One Road, and that is really a putting together of what China is already doing in the different continents in terms of economic cooperation, that China's global economic footprint through trade, development cooperation, finance, also industrialization, provision of services and projects, execution of projects, its social footprint, particularly its footprint in terms of women's economic empowerment, must be strong. And that is exactly the contribution we very much hope that China will make. Well, I'm very hopeful, certainly, that this aspect, considering that he has really advocated for gender equality in such a prominent way, and China is working in different ways to advance it, that he will really prioritize this dimension in the One Belt, One Road initiative.